G'day, I'm Robert Dippier the Medico, the Big Dipper. I played 240 games and 5 premierships for the Hawthorn Football Club. And I love to barbecue. So I rounded up Australia's best barbecuers to battle it out each week and pass on and share their tips, tricks and advice on how to make the perfect backyard barbecue.
G'day, I'm Boomer and I'm just a simple tradie, but I've got a passion for all things food, but especially barbecue.
I'm Dean Schumann and I've been cooking barbecue for over 30 years and I know I can bring a different twist to this show.
I'm Justin Graydon, a competition barbecue that's been on the scene for the last few years, and I plan on bringing you some great Q.
My name's Scott Gould, and I'm a self-taught ex-butcher and now professional pitmaster, and I'm going to cook the hell out of this competition.
Each week, I'll give the guys a randomly picked protein to cook along with a complimentary side dish. They will team up in pairs to discuss, plan and execute the perfect Aussie barbecue. We'll follow their every move during the cook-off and then I'll judge the dish out of 10 with some special guests throughout the series for the right to be crowned Dipper's Backyard Barbecue Wars champion. Last week on Dipper's Backyard Barbecue Wars, myself and Saffron from bushcooking.com gave the nod to Team Boomer and Scotty, who nailed the JB Caravan Off-Road Living Challenge with a 9 for their beautifully cooked lamb cutlets, whilst Dino and Justin received 8 points for their kangaroo grilled with mushrooms and red onion skewers. Welcome to Dipper's Backyard Barbecue Wars. And I've got the boys with me, Dean, Boomer, Justin and Scotty, and the boys are ready to cook off. We're in Dandenong, Victoria, and we're at Prestige Hino. We thank them very much. Look at those beautiful trucks behind us. There's a bit of a spin on this today. Boys, I'm going to get you to choose your own partners like the old footy days. And then the ones who don't win that one will get to choose the meat. And then I will choose the barbecue. Are we ready to go?
Yep, ready to go.
Ready to go? Yeah. Righto. I've got the old coin here. Boomer. Heads or tails?
Heads.
Heads it is. We're flipping. And it is heads, Boomer. You get a chance to pick your partner.
I'm going to have to go with Scotty. We work pretty well together, so
Okay.
Scotty it is.
Well, you won last week's episode, so you're back together. All right. How do you feel, Dean? How do you feel? Anyway, boys, you won last week's episode together, so no wonder you picked the Scotty man.
Exactly. Got to go with him. We're on a winning formula.
Now, Justin, Dean, because you lost the toss, you get to choose the cut of meat, okay? Oh, nice. Are we ready to go?
Yeah, ready to go.
I think that's pretty fair. Let's have a look. What is on top of Mike Coolman right here?
Yeah.
We've got the pork belly and we've got the pork loin.
Yep.
So what cut of meat would you like?
We've had a quick chat. Yeah. Mate, can't go past the beautiful fat on a pork belly.
Pork belly is such a versatile piece of meat. Dean actually whispered in my ear something that pricked my ears, and I was like, yeah, it sounds like a pretty good idea.
I love cooking banh mi style Vietnamese rolls and I just said straight up to Juzzy, grab that pork belly.
Beautiful. Everyone's favourite the old pork belly, eh? And of course you got the loin.
Yep.
Because I'm the man, I'm going to pick the barbecue for you, okay? You are going to have that one there, which is the gasser, and you're going to have the kettle. Are we ready to go? Are we ready to cook off? Yeah. Pork is a hero today. So, let's get cooking on Dipper's Backyard Barbecue Wars!
Dipper selecting the hybrid gasser for us. It's got a rotisserie. We can roll that loin up, turn it into a pork header.
Pork header.
Perfect.
I just love watching you boys prepare your food, so precise. Now, you picked the pork belly, why is that?
Banh mi, we both love cooking it.
Right. Well, explain what banh mi means.
It's a Vietnamese type of cooking.
Right, okay. Right.
Nice and fresh.
Understand.
Very fresh.
Yes.
So we're going to do some pickled vegetables, some cucumber, some carrots, little bit of sweet chilli, not too much. We know you don't like the chilli. Okay.
I'm getting used to it on the show. Yeah.
A little bit of coriander, but we're going to cook that up so the skin goes really nice and crispy.
Because you're pretty quick to pick the pork belly.
Oh, 100%.
Have a look at it. What a quality piece of meat that is.
And are you happy with the kettle?
I'll tell you what, we could have cooked it on the gasser quite easily, but we are stoked that you picked the kettle for us. We both love cooking on the kettle.
Okay, well, boys, get cooking. I'll be back very, very shortly to taste one of your banh mi's.
Thanks, Dipper.
Thanks, Dipper.
I see you preparing your meat, boys, but what do you... That looks like fun.
Oh, this is great fun. So we're just prepping the skin for our porchetta.
Righto.
So punching thousands of little holes in it just to try and render that fat out, get that skin super crispy, because we all know it's about the crackling,
Absolutely,
right?
absolutely.
Did you want to have a... You want to have a go?
Is it simple to do?
Just get in there,
Yeah,
dude.
okay.
Hold the table.
Hold the table, boys.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Hang on.
It's hard work.
That's hard work.
Oh, yeah.
I think
We've got to get a workout.
So you got to wrap this up.
So we're going to roll it. We're going to tie it. We're going to put a bit of
I remember my mum and dad in the garages on a Saturday afternoon at people's homes making porchetta. This is exactly what you're doing here.
what we're doing, yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to taste that.
Straight on the rotisserie.
And you're happy with that, obviously.
Oh, perfect. It's perfect to do this. Spin it
All right,
around.
boys, keep punching those holes in.
So our tip for perfect pork crackling, if you were doing this at home, what you would actually do is put this pork in the fridge uncovered for at least 24 hours. So because the fridge temp is really dry, that's actually going to start drawing moisture out of the skin, and that's going to get you the best crackling you'll ever have.
So today we're using the Napoleon LEX hybrid gasser. This has an option to actually run a charcoal box. So for a little bit more flavour and let the fat dripping off the porchetta over charcoal, that's how we're going to set it up. It'll go for about 45 minutes directly over the charcoal while it spins around on the rotisserie. We'll then remove the charcoal box and finish it off on the infrared zone.
There's no stopping this guy. Here comes him.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
He's still got it.
Hey, sorry, don't worry about that. You never lose it. Like, you guys have never lost your touch when you're barbecuing.
No, we haven't.
Now, I noticed the pork belly here. I think you boys are just about ready to go. So, explain to me why you've scored it like that.
Well, purposely, why we've done it like that, mate, we want to cook the crackle up and get it nice and crispy.
It's all about the crackle, eh?
It is, mate, always, always. But we want to be able to slice it nice and thin.
Yep.
About 5 mil apart. So
Righto.
we've already
And
scored
Are
it.
they deep cuts?
No, just through that top layer of
Righto.
skin. It just helps us to be able to thinly slice it. So when we go to present our buns, we can get nice little slices in there with a nice piece of crackle on each piece.
I can feel it, and I can see the kettle smoking away there. It's got a nice aroma to it. So explain to me what the process is from here.
All right, so today, obviously, we're lucky enough for you to give us that kettle.
Oh, okay, right.
So we're using the JG barbecue offset plate,
Yeah.
which is great for those big cuts of meats to get the super high heats, because obviously we want that crackle to come up real nice.
Keep saying that
Real
word
nice.
crackle. Oh,
So we want those high heats, and we're going to add a little bit of extra flavour using the apricot aroma wood, just to add that little bit of sweetness and smokiness to it.
Well, how long is this piece of meat going to take to cook?
We reckon about an hour and a half to 2 hours we're looking at, but we'll keep checking on it.
Can you make it around about an hour and a half? And I'll be back there to
can.
taste it, eh?
Come back for lunch.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that crackle.
Oh,
Say
it's
that
gonna
word
be
again.
good.
Crackle! Lads, you're making me feel like I'm at home. Look, you got the wine, you got the tomatoes, you got the basil.
Got it all.
You got the mozzarella. You got the most beautiful piece of meat there, strung beautifully. Take me through the process. What is in this beautiful piece of meat?
Dipper, we are so happy to have this porchetta. So, well, look, we've gone pretty traditional.
Yeah.
So we're just using flavours that's going to make this pork shine. Salt, pepper, rosemary, thyme, zest,
Zest,
orange
okay, right
and
on.
lemon.
Yeah.
So that's going to just a bit of zestiness, you know, and then olives. Just for you,
yeah,
Dipper.
definitely.
We heard you like olives.
Yeah, I do love olives, and
Stuffed
it's just absolutely, and it's strung just beautifully. That's just sort of to keep it
shine
all
on there.
together.
Yeah,
Scotty's a
we-
magician with that.
It's very important. The last thing we want is for halfway through this thing to fall into the coals.
Right, now
Very upsetting.
the barbecue's ready to go.
Yeah, we're just
Ready
gonna
to
So
rock.
what's the last process?
Just got to salt
salt
it up.
it and then
Righto.
put it on this.
Do you know what, Dipper? You can do the honours.
Salty?
Get in there. Get in there.
I've seen you shot before, and you start from up here.
Get in from
But
up.
the way that
This
I
one
do it,
doesn't matter,
I
Dip.
put it in
Just
there
get
and
it
go,
on.
yes.
Rub it in, rub it in.
Yes. And that's because this is going to bring out the crackling, correct?
Exactly right.
And we punched holes in it before.
Yep.
And we all love salt as well.
And we all love salt as well. That,
It's emotional, isn't
look, I better get going because I just want to eat that. So,
Thanks.
hey, boys, thanks very much. I'll be back soon.
No worries.
Welcome back to Dipper's Backyard Barbecue Wars. I'm in Victoria, I'm in Dandenong, and we're also at Prestige Hino. They've given me a truck. What could go wrong? But every truck's got what? A horn. That means it's half time. Now, these boys have been cooking up pork, so I've got to find out where they're at. Let's catch up with them right now.
All right, so now we've stuffed this loin, turned it into a porchetta, wrapped it up really nicely, and we've just finished it off with a bit of wire. Not that I don't trust my knots, but we don't want anything bad to happen. Adjusted the counterbalance out, so that's going to basically just distribute the weight really well, so we're not putting extra pressure on the motor. And now we're ready to go in.
Let's go.
All right, now that the spit is in, we'll turn the rotisserie on. It's going to go for about 45 minutes over this really high heat. Let's get the crackling all nice and crispy. And then we'll probably lower the temperature, cook for about, 2 to 3 hours,
Yeah.
and go for a desired internal doneness of 70 degrees Celsius.
All right, we're getting to the exciting part now. Our kettle's sitting at the temp we want. We're at 200 degrees Celsius, nice and hot. So the top of that pork, again, that beautiful crackle. All right, so today we're using the JG barbecue offset plate. That gives us a 2-zone area. We've got a direct zone where we've actually got our aroma wood apricot sitting on top. We've got that sitting on top of the rack so that it's not in the coals being smoldered. Creates a nice clean smoke. We've then got the indirect zone where our pork is going to sit today.
Okay, Juzzy.
Hey, Dean.
We've just resalted the pork now, and as Juzzy said, we're going to put the meat on the indirect cooking zone. When we close the lid, we want that temperature to really raw for the first hour, so we won't look at it. We want that crackle to set in. After that, we'll close the vents down a little bit, and then just lowering the temp, and we'll check it about every half hour after that. This size piece of meat should take about 1.5 hours to 2 hours to cook, but that skin is going to come out super crackly.
I'm excited to see that at the end.
Me too, mate. Let's close the lid.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's
Well
get the
done.
other stuff ready.
Justin, what are you doing?
I'm having a little peek to see how that crackling's
You
coming
don't have
along.
to have the feet, just lift up the
Hey,
lid.
Dipper, you know the rule, mate. You're looking, you're not cooking.
You're looking, you're not cooking.
That's
Fair enough.
right,
Okay,
that's
well,
right.
explain to me what is happening under this kettle.
We've got that crackle coming up nicely now.
Yeah.
So we're just about to dial down the temp because
Right.
we've got that crackle looking good.
Yeah.
So then we'll just bring that meat to the nice temperature we're looking for.
Perfect.
Yep.
So we're looking for that perfect crackle.
Perfect crackle.
Okay, we're looking forward to that. You ready to go? Hey!
Let's
Gotcha!
go.
See a lot of crackling on that.
Oh, it's looking
I can
brilliant.
see the charcoal off now, and you've got the L gas bottle on
Yep.
now. Explain the process.
So we ran it on a really high heat over the charcoal at the start. We've got rid of it, as you said, the gas on. It's running on the infrared now.
Yeah.
A lower heat. We're just spinning around, just trying to get the core temperature of the meat up now, but the crackling is coming along brilliantly.
I'm actually surprised how slow that's turning.
Yeah, it's
but
just
how quickly it's been cooked.
Oh, exactly. It's just a slow rotation. Heat's nice and stable. Very even cooking, and yeah, it's running like a dream.
Well, that smells great. Looking forward to tasting that crackling.
No worries. See you shortly.
We've just lifted the lid on the pork and wow, how's that colour on that crackle?
Absolutely. Looks like mahogany, and it is crispy as.
Look at that beautiful piece of meat. That crackling looks fantastic. Can't wait to judge you.
You are going to love these, Dipper.
Well, I hope I love them, but the thing is, I'll give you a bit of a tip. If you're talking, you're not preparing. So get preparing.
No,
I got your back.
Thanks, Dipper.
There you go, Dipper.
Thank you very much, Dino.
You're welcome.
I've been looking forward to tasting this since I saw that crackling. Is it going to be crunchy for me?
It's going to be crunchy.
Okay, so explain to me what you've done here.
Well, we've done a Banh Mi Vietnamese style roll.
Yep.
So we've got the Vietnamese roll.
Yep.
We've put some chipotle chutney down in it. Not too much spice for you. I know
Yep.
you don't like that. Then we put our pickled carrots, pickled cucumber. We've got our pork belly. We sliced it up. We diced it up. We put our sweet chili mayo over the top and a little bit of a garnish of the coriander. You are absolutely going to love the flavours in that.
I'm ready to go. So if you just step back,
I will, mate.
give me some elbow room.
Enjoy.
I'm going to get in there. All right.
Enjoy, Dipper.
Thank you. Okay, now it's time to judge. The rolls look full of ingredients. I'm going to do it by cutting down here. Yeah, nice crispy roll. Get all the ingredients in there. The crackling really comes through. The meat is so tender. The flavours are absolutely... Oh. Anyway, I'm here to judge. Might as well eat it.
I'm happy.
I'm happy.
You're happy. Dipper's got to be happy.
I'm ready to have a look what's under this hood.
We're ready to show you.
Come on, here we go. Oh, looks like Mama's. Look like Mama's.
You asked for crackling.
I asked for crackling. That is superb. I'm not going to waste time here. Get it prepared. I'm ready to judge you.
Let's get
Good
it
luck,
out.
boys.
This pork loin looks absolutely perfect. It's a 10 out of 10. It's
gotta be.
11 out of 10.
I haven't seen crackling better before.
I don't know the scoring system is going to go high enough to score this porchetta.
Exactly.
Can't wait for this.
Here you go, Dipper. The moment of truth.
Oh, my God. How
Bring
many
the
childhood
tears.
memories are flooding back now? That is just perfect. It smells the same as my mum and dad's garage. Scotty,
We're really proud of this one.
I picked the barbecue for you.
Barbecue.
Hand
Thank
in
you.
hand.
Thank you. You made life so easy for us with this Napoleon hybrid gasser and then using that spit attachment.
Yeah.
It's too easy. I know.
Time to dig in. Let's have a look, eh? The crackling is going to be the part here. Is it going to give me that special taste, that special noise that we're after? Straight away, that's hit my mouth. Straight away, I hear the crackle. The boys have done a great job on this. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, that's just superb. Now, I've got a big job to judge here. Do I go for my childhood memories or do I go for the Banh Mi? Oh, I've got to think about this one.
What do you think you boys went?
Nailed it. Nailed it.
Nailed it?
Yeah.
Golden crackling.
I'll tell you what, it did look pretty good.
Yeah, we were super, super happy.
But not as good as ours.
Really? Oh, no, yours is
Looks like something you
okay.
get from the takeaway. down the road.
We couldn't put ours
complexity.
back down on the plate.
Complexity. You had carrots.
You had a slab of meat and 3 little things on the side.
Nice and simple.
Yeah.
You know?
Nah,
You
we
don't like
had
meat, is that
heaps
your
in
problem?
ours.
Yeah, heaps. Way too much. It was a mess.
No, it wasn't.
Was it my childhood dreams or was it the Banh Mi? Boys, I've given you a 9.
Hey!
A 9. Well done, boys. And I've got to tell you,
It's got to be a 10, doesn't it?
my childhood dreams was from that barbecue onto that plate, the way you presented to me. But, it needed a bit more salt.
More.
More salt, and I've given you an 8.
8?
Sorry.
You salted it.
Oh, it's not about me.
Ours was easily better than theirs.
Something I get down to the takeaway
Did you
shop.
see how crackly in it, mate?
I know.
Wow, we just won by a point.
How awesome's that?
Tell you something, mate. I reckon Boomer made the wrong choice picking Scotty for that.
Yeah, he burnt
He
me, man.
burnt you bad.
Really bad.
Look at us now.
We won.
Boom!
If you want to know anything about what these boys are up to, go to bushcooking.com, and guess what? We'll see you next week on Dipper's Backyard Barbecue Wars. Next week on Dipper's Backyard Barbecue Wars, it's Chicken Week, and the boys take on each other to see who will be the best in Australia. This and much more on Australia's #1 barbecue show, Dipper's Backyard Barbecue Wars.